So you've got an Alfa Romeo and you want to know how to use these paddle shifters to put the car in drive without using this shifting lever. Stay tuned and I'm going to show you how you can do this with the paddle shifters. Today's shout out goes to Nick. Thank you so much, Nick, for supporting the growth of this channel. You're awesome. Love the channel? Join as a member for bonus videos, early access, shout outs, and more. Just click the join button. It helps me keep creating and you get cool perks. Thanks. Alright, so first things first, this mod is going to work on the Giulia as well as the Stelvio. And if you have a vehicle that is 2018 or newer, you're going to have one of these devices. This is the SGW, Secure Gateway Module. And we're going to need to bypass this in order to make the changes that we want. I have videos showing you guys how to do this if you have a Stelvio or a Giulia. Now in this Stelvio, this is not the typical location of this device. I have relocated it and I've made a video showing how to do that. Check out the video description to learn more. Now, some people like to bypass this permanently. I am not one of those since I don't like doing that for security reasons. What I'm going to show you next is how to temporarily bypass this device so that we can perform the operation that we need to do. And for that, you're going to need a scanner. My favorite one is this V-Linker MS. You're also going to need a bypass cable. All the links are going to be in the video description in case you need to get one of these. And what we do is pretty simple. We're just going to disconnect this SGW. So let me go ahead and unplug it. Then we're going to add our bypass cable. And we're going to connect the V-Gate scanner to it. Let's move on to the next step. I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button without starting the engine. So we're going to be using AlphaOBD, so make sure you download the AlphaOBD app. This only works with Android. I already have the app downloaded on my phone. Let me go ahead and open it up. I also already have Bluetooth enabled. I'm going to go ahead and hit this Bluetooth button here, and I'm going to tap the V-Linker MS. The reason why this shows up here is because I have already linked it with my phone. I will refer you to my other video I mentioned earlier if you want to learn how to link it to your phone, but the process is pretty straightforward, just as if you were linking any other Bluetooth device. Let me go ahead and tap on V-Linker MS, and it says connecting. Now it says connected. In this first drop down here, it already says Stelvio for me. Just go ahead and select your vehicle. If you have a Stelvio or Giulia, go ahead and select it from that drop down. In the second drop down, you're going to select body computer. And then in this third drop down, you're going to select body computer Delphi. Then we're going to hit connect. Once it says connected to body computer, we can go ahead and tap this car button right here at the bottom. This is your active diagnostic screen. Then we're going to tap on this drop down here, scroll all the way to the bottom, and select car configuration change. In the next drop down, we're going to tap this magnifying glass here and enter paddles. And select this option that says Gearbox Paddles Logic. And then in the third drop down, we have different options. Now, if you live in Europe, more than likely you're going to be Logic 0. So this video means nothing to you. You already have what I'm about to show here. This is more for people like me who live in the United States and don't have this feature enabled. In the United States, you get Logic 1. So what I need to do now is to select Logic 0. And just a side note, I have experimented with Logic 2 and Logic 3, but those don't really do anything. So let's go ahead and select Logic 0, and then we're going to hit Start. Notice here that it says that the current status of the component is Logic 1 USA. So let's go ahead and hit Next. So there is no confirmation screen. The only thing that you might notice is the screen flickering, indicating that the operation is complete. Now that we have shifted to a different logic for the paddles, we need to go ahead and perform a proxy alignment, which is essentially going to save our changes. So let's go ahead and hit back. Before we perform a proxy alignment, there is one thing that we need to do. Center the steering wheel. That is important that we do that because when we're doing a proxy alignment, the car is talking to the different components on the car. So it's important that the car knows where straight ahead is. So I've still got Stelvio selected. In the second drop down, I'm going to tap that, scroll all the way down and go to steering. Then in the third drop down, we're going to select electric steering. Let's connect to that. And this here says that if you have a V-Linker MS, you don't need to connect a different adapter. And that's one of the reasons why I love using the V-Linker MS. There is no need to switch to different adapter cables. Let's go hit OK. If you notice there, I got a message saying that the connection was interrupted. And that usually happens anytime that your device Bluetooth connection is being switched from one device to another. So in my case, I'm in the car here and my phone is trying to connect to the infotainment system here. So you have to pay close attention to that. Make sure that you are not connecting automatically to any other devices when you're using AlphaOBD. So let me go ahead and disconnect from the infotainment system and connect back to the V-Linker MS. All right, so I'm reconnected to the V-Linker MS. So let's go back into the steering part here We have selected steering. We're going to select electric steering here, connect, hit OK. All right, this time it was successful. Now we're going to go ahead and tap this button here all the way at the bottom right. Then you're going to hit this button that says select gauges to scan, and make sure that you select the steering angle sensor. Then hit OK, and then hit this red play button. And what you want to do here is to move the steering wheel until all the numbers read 0. There, mine is reading all zeros. Now I can hit this hand right here to stop it. And from now on, you're not going to touch the steering wheel. Just leave it alone. And let's go ahead and hit back on your phone. Make sure that your vehicle is still selected in the first drop down. Go to the second drop down here. Then look for body computer. Let's go ahead and hit the third drop down here. Select body computer, connect. Once you are connected, go ahead and hit the car button. Go to the first drop down, scroll all the way down, and look for proxy alignment. Let's go ahead and hit start. Here it says that the proxy configuration is incorrect. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Let's go ahead and scroll all the way down and hit next. And this is going to start the proxy alignment. This process is going to take a few minutes. You may see some lights blinking, your infotainment restarting, and all of that is normal. Now it says that the proxy alignment is finished. Let's go ahead and hit OK. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the stop button here to shut everything off. I'm going to wait for the dash to go completely dark, and then I'm going to start the car. All right, so now I'm ready to start the car. I'm getting a warning here about the start-stop system. And the reason why I got that is because I have a device installed back here that automatically disables the start-stop system whenever I start the car. So you have a couple of options. You could either disconnect the device before you do the proxy alignment, or you can go ahead and clear the code with a scanner after the fact. One of the things to look out for is a blinking odometer. That indicates that your proxy alignment has failed and you're going to need to try again. I don't have a blinking odometer, so my proxy alignment was successful. Comment below if you run into any issues and I'll do my best to help you out. In my case, I only have this issue here with the auto start stop system, which I'm going to clear later to take care of that. And this is the cool part now. I have the car in park, as you guys can see right there. If I wanted to put it in drive, all I got to do is to hit this paddle right here, and that puts it in drive. I can also hit both paddles like this, and that will put it in neutral. To put the car into drive, you hit the right paddle again. Once again, guys, this process is going to work both for the Giulia and the Stelvio. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below and I'll be happy to help. Once you're done, don't forget to disconnect your bypass cable and put the SGW back in place.